Wolfchase Toyota Insider of the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Prywill alongside Brooks Bonnigan. Coach, you bounce back and you go up to the Northeast last week and you grab 2 wins, and those 2 wins late in this season as the weather changes in the Northeast are not easy to come by.
Yeah, no, we had 2 very tough games, and we knew it going into it, and obviously it was a test of our character. We've been winning a lot of games this year, and then 2 weeks ago had a bump in the road with 2 very good teams, right? We didn't get the result with those 2, so good test to see what you're made of. And first the UConn game was it was do or die for them in regards to getting a result to win or to make the conference tournament. They just come off of a result where they beat Cincinnati handily, so playing with a lot of confidence. And conditions are a little bit different. It was pretty cold. Our kids aren't used to that so much, and so it made for a tough game. And you're going to hear me say this a couple times through this interview, but it wasn't pretty. But we found a way to get the win, and that's a sign of a good team. It's when you can win the ugly games. And it just, with the way UConn played and the conditions, it forced us to play a little bit different than we're used to. But again, got the result.
Well, when you get in an uncomfortable environment, especially on the road, it doesn't matter what it looks like. You just want to get that result.
No, that's it. In this league, on any given day, anybody can beat anybody, and you're just happy to get in there and find a way to win. And credit to the girls, they were able to do that. You had
to deal with the cold weather, a little bit of wind in UConn, but when you went to Philadelphia to play Temple, it was extremely windy, but you get the 1-0 win.
Yes, and Temple, kudos to their coach and what he's been able to do with that program over the years. And they're a good team, and especially at home. And the way they play, they work for 90 minutes, and they make you earn everything. And that's exactly what happened in the game. 25, 30-mile-an-hour winds on a turf field does not make for pretty soccer. We had the win the first half, scored an early goal. First 2 minutes, I think we scored. Had some other chances in the first half, but we knew that the game was going to change due to the wind because it's hard to get out of your own half. And I was really proud with the girls for being able to, make that transition within the game, and again, walk away from there with a fantastic result, and 1 game to go.
You mentioned earlier getting on the road, coming off the 2 losses to the Florida schools. How eager were you to get back on the pitch and really see the character of this team?
Yeah, I think when you're not used to losing, it creates a very sour taste in your mouth, and not just me as a coach, but our whole staff and all the kids. That's not a good feeling, and so I think they were very eager to get back out there and get back on the right track, and again, rebuild some of that confidence, and I think that's what they got out of this weekend, and hopefully that will carry over into our next match.
Also gives them a little bit of a chip on their shoulder to play with down the stretch.
Yeah, they should. Again, we've won 14, only lost 3, and they're top 20 in the country, and obviously we don't control everything with the results, but they have a chance to be called AAC champion. Depending on other results, so there's a lot to play for coming up in this final match.
You had that final match. First of all, we'll talk more about what's going on around the match, but Tulsa ends your regular season on Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive game, and for us, there's a lot of different implications that come into play in regards to the big picture of the national tournament, where we finish in conference, and for them, this is a do or die game. They have to win this game to make the conference tournament. So, it should make for an exciting game. Neither team really has any excuses, so it'll be fun.
Also, it'll be senior night. I know a special group of seniors, as it always is, but this senior class 2 years ago, the 4-year seniors got you back to an NCAA. You're in good position right now and kind of got the program back up to the expectations you have.
Yeah, no, I can't say enough great things about this group of girls, and it's a special class, and they have absolutely gotten this program back to where we want to be. They've been a huge part of that on and off the field. So it's a special day. Hopefully, there's a lot more soccer to be played after this, but again, I can't thank that group of 5 kids enough for the amount of time and energy and putting their heart and soul into this program.
All right, Coach, best of luck Friday. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
That is head coach Brooks Bonnigan. I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.